The late 1800s saw the dawn of consumerism as we know it today. The Industrial Revolution had reshaped the various industries. Production volumes boomed, trade between the continents was gaining pace, and the US immigration was reaching its zenith. As the economy roared, the financial industry was quick to adapt, and the first payment cards appeared on the market. To understand how it came about, let's traverse back in time to around 1890, when the first cards were introduced. American Express was at the forefront, issuing these cards, not to the masses, but to a select group of clients. Made of hard paper, these cards were more than just a payment method. They were tickets to exclusive discounts, with some reducing costs by up to 50%. By then, American Express had left its humble beginnings behind, expanded their network overseas, and opened numerous offices in UK, France, and Germany. To expedite mail delivery, they had launched a special express train service between New York and Boston, to some of the western cities, gaining position at the forefront as one of the most reliable courier service in America. Fast forward to 1918, and Western Union entered the scene, issuing the first credit card for the wider public. With this card, people could send telegraph messages and make phone calls on credit. At the end of each month, the company would send a reconciliation bill, and the cardholder would clear their outstanding balance. This innovative concept disrupted the market, forcing competitors to issue their own cards or risk losing their competitive edge. This set the stage for the modern loyalty and membership cards we know today. As the 20th century progressed, credit programs gained momentum. Companies began to offer a variety of credit programs to their clients. Some, like American Express and Western Union, issued physical cards, while others recorded spend on credit in ledger books. This innovative approach to commerce was not without its challenges. The Great Depression, a period of worldwide economic downturn in the 1930s, threw a wrench in the growth of these programs. However, this setback was temporary. As the global economy began to recover in the 1940s, so too did the credit industry. Companies once again started offering credit programs, and consumers, now more confident in their financial stability, were eager to take advantage of them. This resurgence paved the way for the widespread use of credit that we see today. Despite the economic turmoil of the Great Depression, the credit programs persevered and evolved, continuing to shape the way we buy and sell goods and services. In the midst of this credit evolution, an unexpected industry took the lead. Oil companies, in a clever twist of fate, found themselves at the forefront of the credit card expansion. The car industry was soaring, thanks to Henry Ford's revolutionary assembly line method. Cars, once a luxury, were now affordable for the middle class. The demand for fuel was on an unprecedented rise, and oil companies saw an opportunity. To capitalize on this, they introduced a concept that was as simple as it was groundbreaking: buy now, pay later. This innovative approach allowed customers to purchase fuel on credit, a move that didn't just increase sales, but also cemented customer loyalty. It was a win-win situation, and the idea spread like wildfire. Companies like Shell, Mobil, or Standard Oil have all offered some type of credit to their clients. And so, as cars filled the streets and fuel pumps worked overtime, the credit card found a new home in the wallets of the American middle class. By the onset of World War I, charge card issuance had exceeded a staggering 1 million. As credit cards gained popularity, their usage started to expand beyond single companies. Picture this. It's the early 20th century, and the Seattle-based Retail Service Bureau, an association of retailers, is about to shake things up. They introduced the first charge cards that were valid across their network of department stores. Imagine for a moment the freedom this represented. A variety of brands, a multitude of products, all accessible under one credit account. No longer were customers tied to one store or one brand. Now they had the flexibility to choose from a wide array of items, all while managing their payments through a single account. This was a revolution in retail credit. It broke down barriers, opened up new opportunities, and gave shoppers a sense of independence they had never experienced before. This was a game changer, allowing shoppers more flexibility and options. As the 20th century progressed, a new player stepped into the credit card arena. Enter the banks. Major American banks, seeing the potential in this growing market, began to offer their own consumer credit products. One of the pioneers was the National City Bank of New York. With the introduction of these credit products, a seismic shift occurred in consumer behavior. For the first time in history, people didn't need to have the money in hand to purchase products. Instead, they could buy on credit. Imagine the freedom of walking into a store and leaving with a brand new refrigerator or a shiny car without having to pay up front. Furniture, household appliances, even vehicles were now accessible to the average person, thanks to the power of credit. This was a game changer. It revolutionized not only the banking industry, but also the retail sector and the economy as a whole. And thus, the concept of credit card as we know it was born.